Oftentimes I watch a video, I get really excited about the activity that it gives me, and then I like it, I save it, and I tell myself I'm gonna do it later, and then I never do. So today I am going to take you through the practice and do it alongside you, giving you enough time to write down your reflections, to write down your celebrations, to write down your plans, so that you can do it while you're watching this video. So if you haven't prepared yourself yet, go grab a pen, pencil, paper, get somewhere cozy, and come back and we'll get started for this month's for this month's reflect, celebrate, and plan. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Annette Betting Fuentes, or Annette Smiles. For this month's reflection, for me it's February, so it's the shortest month of the year. So I'm gonna go into each day and write something that happened, something that I don't want to forget from each day. And I have to be honest, for me, February was a challenging month. There's a lot of days where I feel like I didn't really do anything, but I'm going to encourage and push myself to find little moments that I would want to remember from each day. So I'm going to use my photo album, my calendar, my text messages as a point of reference to remember what I did during these days. Remember, it doesn't have to be something that you accomplish, it doesn't have to be a big deal, but fill in as many days as you can with a sentence or two, or even just a few words of what happened that day. Feel free to leave some blank. You can always come back to those later. I'm gonna give us 5 minutes to do this together. So before I turn that timer on, I'm gonna just write 1 through 28 or 1 through however many days of the month there are, and then we'll get started. Now that you have your pages numbered 1 through however many days of the month, grab what you need and we'll get started with our first 5 minutes. So something I'm noticing is instead of going day by day, I'm going through first and finding out what day highlights happened, and then going back in and filling in the days that didn't automatically pop into my head. This is like that moment in school when you are taking a test and the bell rings, but you have to finish the essay you just poured your heart into. Except in this version, you can always come back to finish. All right, time is up. I don't know about you, but I got not even halfway done. But let this be enough for now, and this is something that you can come back to later. I started this by thinking, wow, I don't think I really did that much in February. And right away, I was reminded how many things happened. A month is a long time. It goes by really fast, but a lot can happen, a lot can be accomplished, and accomplishment can be resting, it can be taking a day off, it can be doing a cool workout, whatever that is for you, that is a memory you want to hold on to. That's what this reflection is for. So we'll leave that there, and we're gonna head into the second part, which is celebrate. We're gonna make this celebration easy. Right next to where you did your first reflection, you're gonna write those numbers again, and for each of those days, we're going to look at what you reflected on and write a celebration for each one. We're gonna take 5 minutes on the clock to do this together, and I'll see you on the other side. is time. How did it go for you? Something that I noticed for myself is that this time around was a lot easier than the reflection piece. I noticed for my own celebration is that I was looking at the reflection, and for each day I was kind of just reframing it as a celebration. For me, celebrations are celebrating me and something that I accomplished or something that I'm proud of myself for, but they're also gratitude, showing gratitude to myself or to people in my life or to things that I have. I always love the feeling afterwards of writing all these things that I sometimes forget how lucky I am to have. If you want to take this a little step further, read your celebrations out loud. Read them to yourself, read them in front of a mirror. There's something about putting the energy into the words, into the celebration, that helps kind of embed it in your body and remind you how much power and positivity and joy you have in your life that you might forget about. The last part we're going to go to is planning. For this month, something that I personally need is just a weekly plan for what I want each of my weeks to look like. So we are going to spend some time just creating your ideal week. Now, if you have a 9-to-5, if you have a regular schedule, what you're really looking at is what are you doing before and after work that is something that you want to do. I have this idea that everything in our life, we have a choice of doing it. Even our job, you're like, no, I have to go to work. It's like, no, you don't have to go to work. If you don't go to work, then there's consequences. But if we reframe our thinking from, I have to go to work, to, wow, because I go to work, I get to buy the things that I want. So I want to reframe this planning ahead for the week and think about whether it's the actual activity that excites you or it's the outcome from the activity that excites you. Whatever that is, I want to frame this week's plan as what are the things that I get to do, the things that I am looking forward to, and the things that I'm not looking forward to. How can I reframe that in a way that I could look forward to them? So like before, I'm going to set 5 minutes on the clock for us to do this together and see what you can come up with in that 5 minutes. wherever you are, stop there. That is 5 minutes. Chances are, if you did this with me, you have much more you want to write. Something that I realized for myself at least was that as I started doing my schedule for an ideal Monday, that was kind of my ideal for the whole week. So I outlined my Monday and then my weekends. What I also did was on the side, I just wrote a list of the activities that I look forward to doing, because I think there's some days, especially when I'm a little bit more down or emotional, where I don't know how I want to spend my time. And I feel like having this list to turn to is going to be really helpful, to be a reminder of all the things that I am excited to do and that I'm looking forward to do with my time, because time is precious. I'm not gonna lie, after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna spend more time outlining and getting really detailed with my ideal week, so that it's something that I can kind of keep coming back to when I feel stuck. That's all I've got for this first of the month reflection. Let me know in the comments if this reflect with me is helpful. It's kind of just an idea that I had that I wanted to try. I feel like this month and maybe this year is about experimentation for me, just trying things out, seeing what works, having less fear around taking that first step. So if that resonates with you, let me know in the comments that you are also experimenting. Let me know if this experiment was helpful to you. As always, looking forward to continuing to reflect with you, to experiment, to try things out, see what works, and remember to love who you are now in this moment, through the experiment, through the experience, and love the person that you're growing into as well. I'll see you soon.